Hey guys, Case here. So today we're gonna be doing something a little bit different. After some long discussions, I decided that I didn't want to make vlogs with Mel anymore, and instead I'm gonna be doing some gameplay here for you on the channel. So I thought, well, what better way to start off this new segment than with this brand new game called The Lion King. I believe it came out a couple of weeks ago and it's been getting great reviews across the board. So I'm very excited to try it out. I'm gonna jump in blind, never played it before. So I hope you guys are as excited as I am. And on that note, let us start the game.
It starts.
Holy shit, look at these glorious graphics right here that we got. Okay, so I have no idea how to play this game. We have a jump right here, and okay, so he roars, and none of these do anything. Okay, so we got this. We're gonna speed run this like pros that we are. Jump! Okay, slippery fingers. We were gonna blame it on slippery fingers. Okay. This is really not going so well. Look at these amazing cutscene.
What's going on? What?
Okay, this is
I am completely mindfucked right now.
What the fuck is going on? No. We will not continue this game. I absolutely refuse. Fuck this game. I am going back to vlogs. This was just painful. I'll see you guys later. I can't do this. Bye.
So, going on that point, I wanted to say a couple of my games that are kind of noteworthy that I remember that I hated. Not just hated because it was a bad game, necessarily, but just hated in general. Now, Kei is a little different, because she doesn't really play any bad games.
I was spoiled as a child, let me tell you that. As I previously mentioned in other vlogs, I played a whole lot of PC games that my dad sort of like pre-tested, so he would download, install the games, and then he would play them, and if they were interesting, he would let me play it or whatever. If it was a bad game, it would get deleted right away. So I actually don't have a lot of games that I hate, but I know that's different for you.
Yes. Well, I don't know, like I said in my previous vlogs, that my dad normally bought the games for me, and he would buy ones that had girls on them, necessarily because I'm a girl, if you couldn't tell. And clearly I like girls on my games. But, that said, some of the ones that are girls that I hated, for handheld, for my Game Boy Color, I hated Mary, Kate, and Ashley Get a Clue. I do not know why I got this I guess because they're very close to our age. I shouldn't have said that. Now you know how close our ages are. But
spoiler alert.
I hated that game. I honestly, I don't even remember how many times I played it because I just hated it. It was just...
What did you do in that game?
I honestly don't remember. I just remember being, stuck in a puzzle part, and it was just... and you had to, climb over each other kind of thing, and I did not like it. I don't want to be Mary Kate Ashley in real life, and I don't want to be in a Game Boy Color. And there's so many other games that you can play on Game Boy Color. My favorite was Super Mario Land too. But I mean, come on. Anyways,
Pokemon.
Yes.
Pokemon.
But another segue into another female game that I absolutely hated, and I do not know why my dad bought me this game. But VIP. I'm not sure if you guys know what that game is.
Nope.
I had never heard of it before. Apparently, VIP is a game based off a television show back in the day.
Was it called VIP?
It was called VIP, apparently. And the star of the show was Pamela Anderson. So you saw her front and center on the cover of this game.
Very child appropriate. Very child appropriate.
But my dad just liked boobs. I mean,
Well, was he buying it for himself or for you?
maybe he wanted me to watch me play it. I don't know.
That's a lot of family
Yes,
issues we shall
yes.
not touch.
But the thing I remember about this game that I hated, it was just a bunch of combos. They would tell you what combos to do. And I don't have a problem with combos.
So it's like the old school version of QuickTime events that everybody hates these
Yes.
days. Oh,
basically, I mean, I have no problem with that kind of stuff, but if it's just like a long ass combo, and then they tell you, okay, you're gonna beat the person by hitting them in the shin with your foot and with your purse, like, we might as well just smack them with a boob or something and knock them out. Like, I don't even get that concept.
girlfriend, hold my purse.
I think the only thing I liked about the game was when we actually shoot people, and even then you could.
Pamela Anderson got to shoot people.
Actually, I don't think if she did. I think maybe one of the other people did. Like, she was like, so they're like, step aside, Pamela, let me shoot for you. Like, I don't remember that part, but I just remember that the shooting part was the only favorite of mine. And even then was kind of sucky, because I remember we had to play with, one part was they were in a building, and people just pop out in the windows and you shoot them. I was like, what kind of, that's a great strategy right there, you know. So, segueing into another TV show with a woman, I actually loved Dark Angel. Like, I don't know if you've heard about that, but Jessica Alba is sexy as fuck in that series. Like, I love that series to death. I'll still watch it to this day. This game came out for Xbox, and I hated it. I honestly didn't even get past like 2 levels. I was just like, this game was horrible. Another female protagonist that was horrible.
Well, let's just establish this. Games should not be made based on TV shows, movies. I mean, there are some, like the Batman series.
Dare you? We talk about my favorite ones with, like, you know, Aladdin.
Okay. Well, let's just say the ones that come out like back to back. Like there'll be a new, I don't know, what's a good example? Pirates of the Caribbean movie, and right there is the Pirates of the Caribbean like game, which is just they just stamp them, you know.
Or like Back to the Future games. Those ones suck too. But yeah, those are some
Anything,
of them,
yeah.
it's a hit or miss basically. I mean, this one wasn't, because actually, when they brought the game out, they actually canceled the TV show. So that's a good indication of how the game is gonna go down. So that was some of the ones that I didn't like. What else? I guess taken away from the girl kind of thing, I hated. Oh, and going back to movies, Home Alone. Home Alone. I hated that game.
I did not even know that it existed.
It was I played it on NES, and just hated it. But the premise of the game basically was you had to like set up traps and escape from those 2 criminal guys that were going after the little child that's really kind of pedophile-ish. And you had to stay away from them for 20 minutes, and after 20 minutes you won the game. I just hated it! Hated it! It was just so stupid. I just did not like it. I'm sorry. But I think our least favorite game ever
Lion King.
Again, another movie.
Now, don't get us wrong. That game was good, but it was so frustrating. Like, we lost years of our lives on that game. You know, just got gray hairs and everything because it was a platformer game, and with any platformer, you know, there's always parts that you would get stuck on, and you know, after a certain amount of deaths, you just had to restart the entire thing all over again. So, you know, there was no saves for that game, obviously, and it just pain. There was one area that I just couldn't pass. I don't remember exactly whether I just gave up or really couldn't pass it, but I guess you were like running away from a boulder or something, and it just kept crushing me, and it would crush me, I think it's like 3 times, and then you got to go back from the beginning, and I was so mad at that game. I never beat it. It's just traumatic childhood memories.
I'll still have nightmares about going on those stupid giraffes' heads, and then those stupid monkeys throwing me around, and whatever that emu-looking ostrich
one
thing.
jump on that level was so impossible to make that when you finally made it and you moved on and you died, that was just heartbreaking, right in the heart, right in the childhood.
And even it's not just childhood either, because I've got an emulator. It's even harder on your phone, by the way. Like, don't do it. I hate it. So those are our least favorite games.
And this is our opinions and our opinions only.
Those are the ones I can only remember off the top of my head that I hated. If there's any more that you guys hated, let us know.
And maybe we'll actually go and check them out if we can find them.
As long as they're not like The Lion King. I still hate that